On this video, we're going to talk about 6 secret spots that only the locals know about. Every state seems to have little secret hideouts. Well, we have some right here in Utah. Most people are familiar with the 5 national parks that we have in Utah, and areas like Salt Lake City and Park City and Deer Valley. But where do the locals go for some fun? On this video, I'm going to cover a beautiful scenic drive, a few recreational spots that are less crowded than the national parks, and a great spot to visit some amazing wildlife. So if you have children, stay tuned to that one. Make sure you stay tuned to number 6 on my list is my favorite spot, and it is free and free. That would be free to enter and free to park. Doesn't get any better than that. And we're getting after it right now. And I'm Mike Gallagher. Welcome to the Living in Utah channel. On this channel, we talk everything about living in Utah, eating, sleeping, drinking, playing, whatever there is. I produce a weekly video about the state of Utah. I also hold a weekly live question and answer session right here on YouTube. I really enjoy doing these videos. I also enjoy helping you buy or sell real estate in the state of Utah. So if I can be of any assistance, I'll put my contact information on the screen, and it will also be in the show notes. Coming at number 1 on my list is an area called Pioneer Park. Now there are 2 Pioneer Parks in Utah. One located in Salt Lake City, Utah, and one in St. George, Utah. In this video, I'm going to talk about the one that is located in St. George. It's very easy to find. I'm going to put a map up on the screen here to give you an idea where it's located at. If you are traveling on I-15, you would take the St. George Boulevard exit. Head north up to Red Hills Parkway, and right along that street, you will find this beautiful park. It is 52 acres in size. It is not small by any means. I've been told it's a rock climber's paradise. Now, I'm not a rock climber, so I don't have a lot of experience with rock climbing, but I do see many rock climbers on my trips here. I really love the hikes this park has, and it is dog friendly. I love to take the dog for a walk or a hike whenever we're traveling through the area. Take a hike up to the Dixie Rock. Bring your camera. There are some spectacular views of downtown St. George. You can also see Zion National Park in the distance. And if you look in the other direction, you will see Arizona. There are numerous hiking trails with access to areas like Boy Scout Cave and also to the historical Pioneer Cabins. My favorite, though, is I like to hike to the Red Cliffs Desert Reserve. Beautiful place. It's a great time. Take the dog up there with me. This park offers many amenities. There's a barbecue area. There are covered pavilions, which you sometimes need during the summer months. It gets kind of hot down there. Give you a little bit of shade. There's some drinking fountains, plenty of hiking trails, parking, picnic tables, and plenty of walking paths. So if you're not a big hiker or rock climber and you just want to go for a walk, there are some walking paths for your enjoyment. It's a great place to visit, especially if you live in St. George, Utah. It is right out your back door. If you are traveling through Utah, north or south on I-15, it's a great place to stop for some outdoor recreation. Maybe just stop on your way, pack a lunch with you. Great place to stop and eat lunch, and also maybe enjoy a little bit of outdoor exercise. Coming at number 2 on my list is a location called Dead Horse Point State Park. It is another recreational outlet. It's a little bit difficult to say really fast. Anyways, I'm going to post a map up on the screen, give you an idea of where we are at. We are between Canyonlands National Park and Arches National Park. 2 of the big boys in the state, very popular national parks. But the locals know about this particular park. So if the big parks are crowded, you may consider this location. Also, if you're an individual that maybe just enjoys smaller crowds, this would be the place to go. It is a great place to go camping. Bring your backpack, your tent, your camper trailer, your motorhome, do some hiking, some mountain biking. And what I like most about this park is some amazing photography. Whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced photographer, you will find the opportunity to take photos of some beautiful views of the Colorado River. It doesn't get any better than this. This park was only opened in 1959. One thing to remember, that the elevation at this park is 5,900 feet. Now, for millions of years, there has been geological activity that has created the spectacular views that you're noticing in this park. The plants and animals that live here have had to adapt to scarce water and some very extreme heat. As you go through the park, you'll see some trees. They're probably about 15 foot tall. They are hundreds of years old. They grow at a very, very slow rate. And the leaves on most of the plants are very, very small. The main attraction at this particular park is a location called Dead Horse Point. It's a big peninsula of rock atop some sandstone cliffs. Now, it's 2,000 feet above the beautiful Colorado River. As I said earlier, it's a great opportunity to take some photos. This is a beautiful photo opportunity. Now, there is some stories out there that in the 1800s, cowboys used to chase wild mustangs into Dead Horse Point. Don't know if that is true or false. I wasn't around in the 1800s to verify that one. Coming at number 3 on my list is a location called Antelope Island State Park. This recreational area is located in northern Utah. It's very close to the military base we have in Utah called Hill Air Force Base, which is about 20 miles north of Salt Lake City. I'm going to put a map up on the screen, give you an idea how to get to the island. Take exit 332 off of I-15, head west about 7 or 8 miles, and you will arrive at Antelope Island. Now, I absolutely love this place. It is a great opportunity if you have children to see some amazing wildlife. It will just be an amazing experience. Some of the wildlife that you can see would be deer, bobcats, coyotes, and many varieties of birds. And what the island is famous for, the American bison. Yes, there is bison. They were introduced to the island around 1893, and now the island has over 600. Matter of fact, if you're just driving in your car in the park, you get to see wildlife. If you have the opportunity, try to go during the fall time because they do an annual bison roundup. That is a great event if you can catch it. Now at this park, there is a lot to do. There is a marina, there's a beach picnic area, there are camping areas. You can bring your tent, your camper trailer, your RV. But keep in mind though, there are no hookups, so no electricity and no water at the current time. In the future, I hope that does change, but for now there are no hookups. So when you go to the island, you can go hiking and mountain biking. I've seen people there on horseback riding on the trails. There is a marina. There you'll see sailboats and powerboats and kayakers. It's also a great place to camp. If you are camping there, you get the opportunity to see some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. One of the best places in Utah to catch the sunrise and sunset. What I like also is the cost. Last time I went, it was $15 per car. Yes, just per car. So if there are 4 people in your car or 6 people in your car, it was still $15. Now, it gets better than that. If you're a Utah senior, it is $10. It does go down even more. If you're a cyclist or a pedestrian, just one person, it is $3 per person. $3 to get into a park. What a great deal. Even at $15 per car, if you're a family of 4 or 6, wow, $15, it's a great value of money. Coming at number 4 on my list, we have a recreational area called Snow Canyon State Park. It is located in southern Utah. It's actually just outside of St. George. I'm going to put a map on the screen, give us an idea how to get there. When you're in St. George, Utah, you would take Highway 18 to the north and you will arrive at this park. It is located in the 62,000-acre Red Cliffs Desert Reserve. The activities here are endless. You can go mountain biking, hiking, nature studies, wildlife viewing, photography. This is a great opportunity to take some great photos. Camping, there's also a junior ranger program. Great opportunity for the children. If you are a hiker, There are over 18 miles of trails. I think you'll find one for your enjoyment. Bring your camper trailer, your RV. There are 14 RV sites with water and electrical hookups, and there are 17 multi-use campsites. If you do go to this park, my recommendation would be to go in the spring or fall. The summer months can be a little bit warm in southern Utah. If you do go during the summer months, I recommend going early in the morning when it's a little bit cooler outside. So my favorites at this park would have to be the bike trail loop. I'm a mountain bike guy and I love my mountain bike. It's a great loop to take the mountain bike on. Now, if you do not want to do the whole loop, you can have a friend drop you off at the top parking lot and just take about half of the loop. I do have some recommendations also. If you're a person that just wants to go on a short hike, you can go to Jenny's Canyon or to Pioneer Names. They are very easy and interesting hikes to go on. Now, this park is a little bit outside of St. George, Utah, so I have a couple recommendations on places to eat in the local area, places that I've been to. One of them is called Chef Hog, and the other one is called Canyon Breeze Restaurant. It's located at the Red Mountain Resort, just right around the corner. But with everything that's gone on over the last year, I would recommend giving them a call just to make sure that they are still open for business. Coming at number 5 on my list is a great opportunity to take a fantastic drive. It's called the Scenic Byway of Highway 128. Now, Highway 128 you can pick up just outside of Moab, and it goes all the way up to Interstate 70. The locals call this the River Road, and there's good reason for it. In my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful drives we have in the state of Utah. As you're driving along the road, you get to see the Colorado River on one side and red rock formations on the other. Great opportunity to park the car, take some amazing photographs. Along the way, there is a lot to do. You can turn off the road and go camping. If you've got a Jeep or a UTV, you can do some off-roading. You can go camping, you can go rafting, hiking, mountain biking. There is a lot to do in this part of the state. Couple key points that I really enjoy along the road would be Matrimony Spring. It's a natural spring with cool, fresh-tasting water. Great opportunity to stop for 5 or 10 minutes. Also, another place I really like is at mile marker 14, Red Cliffs Lodge. It's a luxury resort and winery, and it's the site of the Moab Movie Museum. Now, admission to the museum is free. Now, this would be a fantastic place to stay. As you continue along the road, another place I like to stop at is called Fisher Towers. They've got these red rock spires that loom 1,500 feet above the valley floor. Excellent opportunity to take some photographs. Now, this part of the country might look familiar to you. Many movies and commercials have been filmed right here. Maybe you're traveling through the state with a boat and you're looking for a place to put it in the water. You can stop at the Hiddle Bottom Homestead. There is a boat launch for your enjoyment. Now, as you continue up the highway, it doesn't always follow the Colorado River. At some point, it goes to desert landscape as you get closer and closer towards Interstate 70. But I really like this part of the area. You will find a ghost town up there called Cisco. So if you own an ATV or a UTV or a dirt bike, it's a great opportunity to go exploring the ghost town of Cisco. Coming in at number 6 on my list is the Hill Aerospace Museum, which is located in northern Utah. It's actually right next to Hill Air Force Base. Well, I guess technically you can consider it part of the base. I'm going to put a map on the screen, give us an idea where we are at. If you are taking I-15, you would take exit 338, and the museum is located right off the exit. Now, as you take the exit to the museum, it appears as if you are going onto the base, but you do not enter the base. There is a turnoff just before the big entry gate that takes you around to the museum. I did promise that there was a attraction in Utah that was totally free. This is the place. It is free to enter and free to park 100%. Now, they do take donations to help with the restoration of some of the aircraft that they get in. At this place, you will find over 90 military aircraft, missiles, and aerospace vehicles, all right on site. In my opinion, it's one of the best museums in the country with aircraft outside and also stored in 2 large hangars. Some of the aircraft that they have on display inside and outside are the following. I had to write a list. It is so long. Okay, my list of current aircraft that they have at the museum. They have a KC-135, a B-52 bomber, a B-47, and a B-29, a C-130, a C-54, a C-123, a C-119, a C-130, a T-29, a C-45, a B-1 bomber, a T-38, a T-37, a T-33, a B-25, a C-47, and they have 2 Russian airplanes, a MiG-21 and a MiG-17. They also have an F-100, an F-101, an F-102, an F-104, an F-105, an F-106, an F-111. A couple current planes in the U.S. military that they have would be an F-15, an F-16, and they have an F-16 Thunderbird on display, an A-10. They also have an F-4 Phantom. They have an SR-71, which is a C model. As far as I know, it's the only C model in existence. Just last year, they picked up an F-117 stealth fighter. They are restoring that aircraft, and I'm not sure if it's on display at the current time. So in conclusion, that's my list of some secret places to visit in the state of Utah. I hope you get the opportunity to visit some of those locations. And please join me on my weekly live question and answer session that I hold right here on YouTube. Till the next video, take care and stay safe.